Across vast agricultural landscapes, a familiar sight emerges after harvest: fields covered in crop residue or stubble. For many farmers, the quickest way to clear this material is by setting it alight. This practice, known as stubble burning, is often seen as an efficient method for preparing the land for the next planting cycle. It's perceived as a cost-effective and rapid solution to manage large volumes of biomass. However, this immediate convenience comes at a significant, often devastating, cost. The most visible consequence of stubble burning is the thick, acrid smoke that blankets vast regions. This smoke is laden with harmful pollutants, including particulate matter, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and volatile organic compounds. These substances drastically reduce air quality, creating hazardous conditions for breathing. The plumes of smoke can travel hundreds of kilometers, affecting not just rural areas but also densely populated cities. This widespread pollution contributes significantly to regional air quality crises, particularly during peak burning seasons. Beyond the immediate air pollution, stubble burning inflicts severe damage on the very foundation of agriculture, the soil. The intense heat destroys beneficial microorganisms essential for soil health and fertility. It incinerates organic matter, depleting the soil's carbon content and reducing its ability to retain moisture and nutrients. This leads to degraded soil structure, decreased fertility, and increased reliance on chemical fertilizer, creating a cycle of dependency and environmental harm. Agricultural fields are not isolated ecosystems, they are part of a larger web of life. Stubble burning devastates local biodiversity. Beneficial insects, earthworms, and other small organisms that inhabit the stubble and soil are killed by the heat and fire. This loss disrupts natural pest control mechanisms and nutrient cycling, further unbalancing the ecosystem. The human health impacts of inhaling smoke from stubble burning are profound and widespread. Exposure to high levels of air pollutants exacerbates respiratory illnesses like asthma, bronchitis, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It contributes to cardiovascular problems and increases the risk of lung infections, especially among vulnerable populations like children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions. The seasonal rise in air pollution directly correlates with increased hospital admissions and health expenditures. While seemingly cost-effective in the short term, stubble burning incurs significant economic costs in the long run. The decline in soil fertility necessitates higher inputs of fertilizer and pesticide, increasing farming expenses. Furthermore, the health crisis triggered by air pollution strains public health systems and reduces workforce productivity. There are also potential costs associated with penalties and regulations aimed at curbing the practice. Fortunately, viable and sustainable alternatives to stubble burning exist. Methods like incorporating stubble back into the soil using machinery such as mulchers or rotavators enrich the soil with organic matter. Other options include using stubble for biomass energy production, composting, or as fodder and raw material for various industries. These alternatives not only prevent pollution but also offer potential economic benefits and improve soil health. Addressing the challenge of stubble burning requires a concerted effort from all stakeholders. Farmers need access to affordable technology and support for adopting sustainable practices. Policymakers must create enabling environments through incentives, infrastructure development, and effective enforcement of regulations. Environmentalists and researchers play a crucial role in raising awareness and developing innovative solutions. The burning truth is that stubble burning is a practice with devastating consequences for our air, soil, health, and economy. Moving forward requires acknowledging the problem and committing to change. By embracing sustainable alternatives and fostering collaboration, we can protect our environment, improve public health, and ensure the long-term productivity and sustainability of our agricultural lands for generations to come.